Let's have a little conversation about safety and returning to exercise after having a baby. So I got an email the other day, and I get emails like this all the time. Basically, she said, I'm struggling with knowing how to do more things without doing too much and causing some serious issues like prolapse, as I believe one can have it even without having symptoms. I haven't been diagnosed with it, but I've had some leakage related to exercise, not related to exercise, but in normal situations, but no other issues. I'm wondering how to find the good balance between going back to sports without causing too much strain on my pelvic floor, and it concerns me. We have created a fear of exercise. And I think all of these marketing programs, safe return to postpartum exercise, I think for a long time, because we did not have guidance, we were concerned that maybe exercise might be hurting the baby. And then we weren't sure what it was doing to us as postpartum moms. Was that giving us pelvic floor issues? Was it giving us diastasis recti? We just didn't know. Now we've got a lot more data. We know that exercise during pregnancy is great for the baby. And then in postpartum, we've got some new research coming out and Canadian guidelines from Margie Davenport's group, looking at screening for return to exercise and relative contraindications. And there's some good data saying that exercising earlier in postpartum not only is going to help with sleep, reduce depression, and obviously going to have some potential good impact on how we feel in our bodies, getting stronger, more coordinated, things like that. And so we've created this fear of prolapse, of leakage, of doing too much. The wrong squat is going to make it worse, not realizing that some of these things are part of daily life. Like doing a squat is sitting down on the toilet and standing back up again. Squatting to the floor to pick up your kids. Like we need to be doing these things, and we've created this fear around it. And some of that is a little bit of spillover of we didn't have data for a long time. So we need to kind of shift that narrative, shift that paradigm, to thinking about building up our body again, and it's resilient. So sure, 8 weeks postpartum, we're still healing, but that doesn't mean that we're delicate and we're broken, and we're treating it like glass. We need to start with basic movement that is comfortable for us. Walking is a great place to start. It gets you outside if possible. Walking with your stroller, that can be a great way to get your baby some fresh exercise. I know I was completely overwhelmed with how to get a baby in a stroller and get him out the door. So just knowing that you can do these things and you're going to survive, especially in those first weeks. Next, also connecting with your core and pelvic floor. I have a great introductory basic postpartum playlist of exercises to do that. Go ahead and DM me. I can give you the link to that over on YouTube. And that's going to build a nice foundation to get ready to see if you can do some basic strength training, to screen readiness for return to run, to, again, if we don't start doing anything, then we can't figure out where you're going to have issues as well. So it's also a little bit of problem solving. And just pay attention. Like if you've got some leakage, don't freak out. If you've got a little heaviness or pressure, don't freak out. That might just be a great indication that it might be worth having a conversation with a pelvic floor professional, like a pelvic floor physical therapist. So we want to stop overthinking here, but we have to really recognize that where a lot of that fear language came from is from a time when we didn't have information, and we have a lot more now than we did then. So let me know your thoughts about, or your fears about returning to exercise in postpartum, and we'll definitely have a chat.